What is up, everybody out there? Artist of Strong Style here. Here, another deck profile, and you can see right here, Dark Magician Girl. So it's another version of the Dark Magician Girl that I'm doing. Because yeah, I like to create as many decks as I can with, like, let's say, yeah, Dark Magician Girl. Make as many kind of ways of how to run Dark Magician Girl. You saw my first way. It was with the Kaijus. Kaijus work with any deck. And yeah, it is a slow-paced deck, but it has a way of still playing the way, even if you're going a bit slow. This way, okay. Dark Magician Girl. Using the Magician Girls, yes, and then I'll show you a bit how it's a bit different than we could possibly think of. I don't know if anybody has tried this either, but again, Dark Magician Girl. Okay. Here we go. Okay, Dark Magician Girl. Yes, it is the common and the original one. Any other kind of version of the Dark Magician Girl, rather the secret rare, the reprint, it's a common. I don't care. As long as you have a Dark Magician Girl, it's cool with me. The Berry Magician Girl. When she is summoned out, search for any Magician Girl that you want from your deck, add it to your hand. Even if you want to search for a Dark Magician Girl, you can, because it is called Magician Girl. When it is attacked, during the player's turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that would target the Berry Magician Girl, switch to defense, special summon any Magician Girl from the deck to the field. It'll be switched to defense. So even if it was switched to defense, your opponent still wanted to attack the Berry Magician Girl, that is particularly fine. You just better hope that particularly one of those monsters is not a monster that can pierce through, and you're gonna take damage as well. Chocolate Magician Girl, considered the best Magician Girl out of all, because when she is summoned out, once per turn, you can discard one spellcaster monster from your hand to the graveyard, draw one card. Its other effect: when they were to be attacked, you activate Chocolate Magician Girl's effect to special summon one spellcaster from your graveyard. Does not matter, because it does not say by the level, just one spellcaster monster from your graveyard to the field. Then that target would go and it would attack the one that you brought out from the graveyard. Then also, that monster is going to be attacked. So that monster would, for an example, Chocolate Magician Girl. Attack, no, it would, let's say you have Dark Magician Girl. It would switch to attack the Dark Magician Girl. Also, the opponent's monster is pretty much half. Be cut in half, it would attack the Dark Magician Girl. Now, on the Chocolate Magician Girl, it does not say at the end phase, the attack of that monster comes back. No, it stays permanent. So, even if somehow they were able to destroy the Dark Magician Girl by maybe 200 life points, and you're going to take 200, so what? That attack is going to be cut in half still. So it's like, it's a warning. You do not want to, pretty much, your option is, if you're going to attack the Dark Magician Girl, you are going to attack the one that you bring from the graveyard. So no matter what, that's what's going to happen. Apple Magician Girl, similar to the Chocolate Magician Girl, except Apple Magician Girl, when she is summoned out, if you were to attack the Apple Magician Girl, then Apple Magician Girl lets you special summon one level 5 or lower spellcaster monster from your hand to the field. That target changes and attacks the one that you bring out from hand to the field. It would be cut in half as well. So think of it this way. Imagine this. They attack the Apple Magician Girl. It's going to bring you special summon one. So let's say you have Dark Chocolate Magician Girl. It would be switched to Chocolate Magician Girl. But then when you attack a Chocolate Magician Girl, summon out. So that's attack, cut in half, attack the one that you bring out, but Chocolate Magician Girl, cut in half. So that's twice it's cut in half, and it would attack the one that you bring out from your graveyard. Think of it that way. Pretty cool. Her other effect is When she is sent to the graveyard, search for any 3 magician girls from your graveyard, put them right back to your hand. Pretty little trick to do. Get 3 right back. So even if you already used your Berry Magician Girl, you want to do your searching, get your searchers. You want Chocolate Magician Girl right back, get your Chocolate Magician Girl, or if you wanted to get your Dark Magician Girl, you can do that as well. Then you go with Kiwi Magician Girl. I do not use Lemon Magician Girl. But Kiwi Magician Girl, during either player's turn, you can discard this card. Magician Girl monsters you currently control gain 300 attack and defense for each Magician Girl with different names until the end of this turn. Also, your Magician Girls cannot be destroyed by card effects, and your opponent can't target them by card effects. It's only for that one turn. Little safe kind of thing, but it's for all different kinds of names of Magician Girls. Now here's what I mean by it's going to be a bit different. Ever thought of using Time Wizard? Old kind of card, but it's so fun to do. Time Wizard. Once per turn, you can flip a coin. Now, it's going to be a cost because it's based on luck. So call what you want. You want to call heads or tails. Up to you. If you call it right, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. If you call it wrong, destroy as many monsters you control as possible. And if you do, take damage equal to half of the attack of the destroyed monsters on the field. So you better hope you call it right if you're going to use Time Wizard. Now, I'm going to say why it's so fun to do it, even if you're using Time Wizard. Then you're going to go with Keeper of Dragon Magic. It's not a spellcaster, it's a dragon, but here's why you would run it in. When that is summoned out, you can discard 1 card from your hand to the field. Search for any normal spell of a fusion. So most likely you can go for Polymerization because you're going to fuse. That's going to be your helper to get a Polymerization. Or I'm going to show you another card that's in here that's like Polymerization, but it's a bit different. So that's your helper. And then my last card is Mathematician. When it is summoned out, you can send 1 level 4 or lower monster from your deck to the field. Now, it's not that bad if you throw Time Wizard in the graveyard or any other Magician Girls. And when it's destroyed by battle, you draw 1 card. Not that bad. So, okay, that's monsters. Now let's go with what I mean. Of course, like I said, Polymerization. Everyone knows Polymerization. Your fusion to fuse whatever you're going to make. Here's what I mean by different. Everyone particularly knows this, but if you don't, it's Magicalized Fusion. Fusion summon 1 spellcaster fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion monsters listed from your field or graveyard. Can only be done once per turn. So most likely a Polymerization to bring out a spellcaster fusion. And then just, yes, another way to do Polymerization, except you're gonna banish. But it is a normal spell card, so it could be done for getting it from Keeper of the Dragon Magic. Now, I'm gonna show you why it's so easy to do it. For a Magician deck to make it more fun. And I don't know why people do this, but it's just fun. Magician's Restage, the left hand and the right hand. Continuous spell cards. Now I'll read each one. Magician's Restage. These are continuous spell cards. So, Magician's Restage. You can target 1 level 3 or lower spellcaster type monster from your graveyard. Special summon it. Okay, special summon. You can special summon any level 3 or lower. Even your Time Wizard if you want to. Because here's the reason why. This effect can only be used once while this card is face up on the field. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Magician continuous spell card from your deck to your hand. These are my only 3 that I have. So these are the only 2. Here's how it makes it more fun. Yeah, just bring 1 from your graveyard. Even Time Wizard, because then you're going to have your Polymerization or your... Yeah, most likely your Polymerization. Magician's Left Hand. Negate the first effect of a trap card or effect that resolves each turn your opponent as long as you control a spellcaster. So, this is what I mean. If you have a spellcaster out and you have this out, it's going to negate the first trap card your opponent plays. So if you have this out first and your opponent had a face down like Solemn Judgment or whatever, no, it's going to negate the Solemn Judgment because that was the first trap card played. Think of it that way. If your opponent only had 1 card face down, that was like a Solemn Strike, Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning. Just think of it that way. It negates the first one. And if that's the only one they had face down, well then there's no spell trap card on their side of the field. Negates the first one. Other than that, yeah, it does have more. So even if they had Mirror Force, Storm Mirror Force, Quaking Mirror Force, it negates the first one. Cannot do it. Magician's Right Hand. Negate the activation of the first spell card or effect that resolves each turn while you control a spellcaster type monster. And if you do, or if it did not have an effect, it gets destroyed. Here's the thing though. Negates the first, pretty much, yeah, spell card. If you're going against Fusion, you're going against a Blue Eyes. They use Melody of the Awakening, but that was their first spell card played, and you have this out, it's going to get negated. So you better hope they have a second one in their hand, or they're just going to waste their first one. They use Pot of Duality, negate the first one, if that was the first one played. Pot of Duplication, Pot of Desires, if that's the first card played, no, it's going to get negated. And they're just wasting their card. Raigeki, Dark Hole, if that was the first card played, it's going to negate it. Chaos Form, negate it. If that was the first one played, as long as you have a spellcaster on the field. And yes, destroyed, you can search for any. And then last but not least, okay, Harpy's Feather Duster, Dark Hole, Raigeki, Monster Reborn. And then, okay, nobody does this, but I do. Future Fusion. It is reprinted and it's the new way, but it's not that bad. During your standby phase, during either player's turn, activate and show what fusion you're going to make from your extra deck. And send the fusion materials listed from your main deck to the graveyard during your standby phase. Then send Fusion Summon, Fusion Summon 1, but you're going to send away. Here's the thing though. What I'm going to show you in the extra deck, why it's not bad if you throw them into the graveyard. And remember, yeah, if they don't want to deal with Future Fusion, well then that's one way to bring out your fusion. Pretty much, yeah, it used to be that powerful as hell already because Future Fusion throw away, like, yeah, the Cyber Dragons, 3 Cyber Dragons. Go to Cyber End Dragon. Simple as that. Future Fusion now, you have to wait a turn on your second standby phase to bring out. But it's not that hard to do. It's not that bad. Because most of the time, people just do not care about that card. Or they don't want to destroy it. They just think it's like, okay, it's nothing. But Magicalized Fusion, you're going to remove. So even if you send away and they destroyed Future Fusion, okay, but no, if you're going to have Magicalized Fusion, that's your second way of bringing out your fusion. Now I'm going to show you in a bit the extra deck. So that was Magic cards. We'll go with the traps. Here's one thing about the trap cards. They're going to be face down trap cards. But here's the thing. When I go against my opponent or my friends, they're always going to think it's Mirror Force. Mirror Force is my favorite trap card to play. And it's face down. So they always like to think it's Mirror Force, face down. So yeah, Quaking, Storming, That's the main. I usually put face down. Then it's not that bad to run the old-time bottomless trap hole, torrential, because yeah, those are face down. So they could always just think like, I don't want to attack because they already think the face down is a mirror force. And then if they summon a monster or they don't want to do anything, okay, torrential. What the hell happened? That wasn't a mirror force? Or what was face down was solemn strikes instead. So yeah, most of the time my friends don't want to attack because they're always going to think it's mirror force. So what are they going to do? What do they always think it is? I just said it. They always think it's mirror force. Because before I was always playing it face down, and that was like my only trap card I was playing. Now I got to play it like, what are some other good cards, rather if it was like MST, Twin Twister, whichever. I always had to put in some cards to make them think, yeah, it's mirror force, but you're putting them face down. So yeah, not that bad to use the old-time bottomless trap hole and then torrential tribute. And then with, of course, you want to play counters? Solemn Strike, I say I like using better than Solemn Judgment or Solemn Warning. Okay, extra deck. Of course, you're using Time Wizard, so the Wizard of Tomorrow. You need a Time Wizard. Any effect monster. So yeah, even if you have it. Yeah, Polymerization, it's any, even if you want to throw away. So yeah, you had Time Wizard in your hand, but you already did, okay, first, Bury Magician Girl. Do your search. Polymerization, Time Wizard. The Time Wizard of Tomorrow, which is, the effect is, you're going to blow up all monsters, including the Wizard of Time, including the Wizard of Tomorrow. Its other effect, flip a coin as well. If you call it right, your opponent's going to take half of the damage of all monsters that were destroyed. If you call it wrong, you're going to take the damage. So it's a risk. But no matter what, you're going to destroy everything on the field. So that's the difference between the regular Time Wizard and this Time Wizard. Regular Time Wizard, it depends on your coin toss. This one depends on your coin toss and if you're going to give your opponent damage or you're going to do it to yourself damage. Little difference. And it's that easy to do. Because yeah. Must bring out a Spellcaster Fusion. This is a Spellcaster. So even if like, okay, Chocolate Magician Girl. You have Time Wizard in your hands. You have Magicalized Fusion. And if you had already a Spellcaster in your graveyard, Time Wizard, throw away, Magicalized Fusion, remove 2, Wizard of Tomorrow. Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. You need a Dark Magician Girl. You need a dragon. Easy to do also. Pretty much, yeah, if you just did this. Summon. Throw away 1. There you go. Simple. Or just yes. Call it. Reveal. Throw away. Throw away. 2 turns. You get it. Or already. Remove, remove. Bring it out, even if they destroyed Future Fusion. Quintet Magician, 45 beat sticker. You need 5 spellcasters of different names. It destroys all monsters. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. So yeah, when this is out, destroy all monsters. And that would stay alive. Throw away any 5. So just, yes, once again, throw away 5. In a couple turns, you'll get him, or here, you're going to go Future Fusion. They destroyed Future Fusion, but discard. You have 5 different names. Bring them out. Here's another thing. Spellcaster, right? Attack it, bring one out. Attack it. Now you have to deal with an attack of 45, your opponent. Because they attacked the Dark Magician Girl. The Chocolate Magician Girl, my mistake. And then just, yeah. That's the way it goes. Attack, bring it back, Spellcaster. Can I bring her out because she's a dragon? But that's good also with this effect of bringing one out from the graveyard. And if you have Polymerization, it could bring back anything. So, Time Wizard. Even if you have a monster face down, Time Wizard. And as for links, spellcasters don't really have that much, but at least I found this one that's pretty okay to run. And it is a spellcaster. Is Daybreaker, the Shining Magical Warrior. When it is linked, you place a spell counter on it. Each time you have a monster special summon and it is linked to the arrow, you're going to give a counter on it. Now, when it is on the field already, it's already going to gain a counter. It gains 300 attack for each time there's a counter on it. So it's already going to become a 19 attacker instead of a 16. Any single time you special summon a monster, it's equipped to. And yeah, it's any 2 spellcasters. So think of it this way, once again. Out, special, give a counter. Well, because, yeah, 2, link, away. Throw away a 2. It's any 2 spellcasters. Doesn't say what kind of spellcaster. When you have 2 counters on it, you can remove 2, destroy a card on the field. So sometimes it's not that hard if you're going to bring out the quintet. Because yeah, just Polymerization, you have your Dark Magician Girl. Or you don't have Polymerization yet. Just discard a card. Summon, discard. You have Dark Magician Girl, Polymerization. Polymerization, you need a dragon and a Dark Magician Girl out. There you go. Time Wizard's fun. And yeah, to do its fusion, it says you need a Time Wizard and an effect monster. Does not matter what monster it is, as long as it's a... So yeah, simple. Berry Magician Girl, do your search. Most likely you want to search for Chocolate Magician Girl, Time Wizards in your hand, or just, yeah, here you go, Polymerization. So you do not have to deal with your berry as much. And you have Chocolate Magician Girl still in your hands. Or just, yes, let's say it's only then Magicalized you had in your hand. If there's one in your graveyard already, so summon out Chocolate Magician Girl, this is all you have. Then throw away Time Wizard, draw your card, Magicalized Fusion, remove 2. There you go. When you bring out one, special summon face down, you can also do it. Future Fusion, summon out, take away 5 different ones, 5 different names. There are so many different names. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5. There's your 5. Okay, destroyed. In your hand, here's your 5 right here. Future Fusion was destroyed because they didn't want you doing it. We have summon, ditch out, Magicalized Fusion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remove them. There you go. Quintet. Destroyed, sent away. Search for 3 names. And if you had a Dark Magician Girl in your graveyard, you wanted to get that. Polymerization. You need your dragon. So yeah, you don't have Polymerization yet, but you drew a, yeah, card. Throw away Polymerization. Already on the field, discard a card, pop a card on the field. Quick play, you can even do it on your opponent's turn. When you have these out, or sometimes you might be lucky and play both out. First trap card played, negate it. First magic card played, negate it. Special summons 1. Look already what you could special summon if you wanted to. Level 3 or lower. Face down. Again, just simple summon, search. Time Wizard. There are times I've been lucky and I pulled out both out. Destroy all monsters. Yeah, because of his effect. And I did flip a coin. I called it right. Everything's destroyed. Now, why does he stay? Because he cannot be destroyed by card effects. And then there were times I did this as well. He had a backfield. Destroy all magic and traps. And yeah, he had monsters out. Add these out. Activate effect. Flip it. I did call it right that one time. Destroy, destroy. Okay, the whole field, there's no nothing. There's nothing. Attack directly for 45. Don't think of it like it's that hard, because it's not. The only time it can be destroyed is by yes, if it's summoned out, they want to solemn strike it, solemn Warning, Judgment, or what I hate so much in the game is the Ash Blossom. So yeah, Magician Girl with the Time Wizard, the Dark Magician Girl, using a dragon, and then you can create these fusions particularly easy. It's not hard as you think. And yeah, just fun to do. So, a Dark Magician Girl with the Berry Magicians, and then using Time Wizard. So, there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. Show you more deck profiles later. I'll be playing more of Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. I'll have friends with me. We'll be doing rather D&D or whatever card games we'll possibly play. And we'll put on video to show you guys. So, hope you're up for that. Speak to y'all later. Peace.